listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. Welcome back, listeners, to the Tomes of the Chaos Bard. I am DM Dave, and to the left we have...
Henley.
Woodrow.
Lila and Garatha.
Roscoe.
And Fenrir.
And our recap will go to Boudreaux.
Yeah. So we left, and it was good. I was really sad to leave Stumpy. But it's okay. Maybe I'll meet him again one day. But we were riding down there, and we were following her track, and I was straight on that track. You had no idea. I was right there the whole time. I can smell it. We're so close.
Thanks, Boudreaux.
What she smell like?
Don't forget, I smell like roses.
And Fenrir's minty. Fenrir
It's
smells like
minty,
mint.
yes.
But don't tell him that.
But don't tell him that. It's a secret. Okay, yeah. You guys are trying to track down Henley. She has started heading directly to Avalon, which Ivan had warned you that you wanted to go directly south and then head west. Head south towards Glendale and then head directly toward west because there's some Trigroven parties walking around down there. So we will pick up. It is in the morning. Everything seems to be fine. You were light sleeping, Henley. Mm-hmm. And what exactly, how you wanted to take a short rest?
Yes.
What is a short rest?
Probably 3 hours.
3 hours of kind of light sleeping? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have you roll a constitution check.
See if I can stay awake.
See if you can stay awake.
Please fail.
Oh, that's fitting.
Great one. I'm just kidding.
5.
5. Okay. You fall asleep.
Okay.
You're snoring like Boudreaux. No, I'm just kidding.
And it's echoing through.
Please,
and what
no.
lives there awakens.
No.
Just kidding.
Never mind. You don't.
Well, you don't know yet. Okay, you fall asleep. We'll get back to you in a second.
Hey. Hey.
I saw an evil eyebrow. Evil eyebrow. We have a 2319.
He can't.
2319, 2319.
He can't
Suck,
sneak
guys.
up with me upon 20 feet. So.
Yeah, you do have alarm set. Okay, to the other group. How short of a rest did you guys want to take? You guys mentioned you were going to take a short rest.
Probably half hour. No, I don't want to push my horse because it is injured. I would say probably 4 hours because it is going to take longer for it to recover than the other two.
That and we are in the dead of night, so
And the only thing that's going around right now is not things that we necessarily want to run into.
Yeah.
And the leader can't see.
Yeah, that's true. But in the dark of the night, we will find her.
Find her.
Revenge will be sweet when the curse is complete.
Come, my minions, rise for your master. Let your evil shine. That's all I'm doing.
Dave.
Oh, now I'm distracted. Sorry. I love that song. Anyways,
All right.
okay, so short rest. How long are you guys going to be?
4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours.
Let me take get a long rest in.
Yep. Fenrir could get a long rest. Because he's that cool. Okay.
Take first watch.
Okay, first watch.
2 hours.
Anybody else want to take a watch
I'll
during
take
this
the other
time?
half.
Okay. So because of the short, not Fenrir, because he can get his 4 out. Well, you're going to take 2 then, right? Okay. You guys are getting tired. You haven't reached the first level exhaustion yet, but you are going to get there. You guys continue traveling. It is kind of a little slower because the horses are tired. The horses are kind of weary about it. Tonight, there's a little more moon, so it's gradually growing because the other night it was a sliver, so the moon's gradually growing. But there begins to be a strong wind starting to pick up. And you guys start smelling kind of dampness in the air.
Like rain.
and the winds are
Oh,
starting.
please tell me I'm not in a giant wormhole.
In the distance, you see lightning and slight rumblings of thunder as a storm is coming.
Oh, donkey, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Shrek.
So you guys continue on. Henley, you are awakened by a loud thunder roll. Kind of shakes the ground underneath you.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Since it's gonna start raining, I'm gonna stay in the hole
Okay.
and go back to sleep.
Okay. Sounds good. So the rest of you
I'm kicking myself a little for falling asleep, but
are like, well, since it's
yeah.
raining out there. The rest of you, the winds are starting to pick up. There's not, you get a few dead blades of grass kind of flying in your face. The horses are being very anxious, acting up a little bit. They're not liking this storm coming. There are random holes in the ground, not big enough for a horse though. What would you guys like to do? Continue on?
Is there something that's not necessarily like a hole, but like a hill that we can hunker down next to that doesn't have a hole in it? Because if there's not something that's big enough for my horse, I'm not going to get in it.
Okay. There are some rolling hills that are big enough that you can kind of lay against, and it breaks yourself away from the wind, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's more of what I'm looking for. So that way the horse can kind of have a rest too and have something up to lean against as well. For me, before I suggest it to Roscoe, because Roscoe can't see.
We're still in the middle of the night, yeah?
Yeah.
We haven't reached
It hasn't started raining yet.
the early morn.
Correct. It hasn't started raining yet, but you can tell when the lightning strikes, the thunder is getting closer together to the lightning. So you know the storm's
It's getting closer.
Getting closer.
So I'm going to see something that we can hunker down next to, and it can give my horse a little bit more shelter. Unless there's not necessarily like a hole, but like an overhang a little bit somewhere that we can kind of go underneath a little bit more, because that would be preferred.
Yeah, there's no side of the hill that has
Has enough.
no.
Okay. So I'm going to find the best looking hill that I can then that
Okay.
doesn't have too many holes next to it. Because I don't want something scurrying in and out, especially spooking the horses when they're already
Right.
spooked. And I'm going to suggest to Roscoe that we can't find her anyways right now. The last thing that we need is something spooking the horses. So yeah, probably after one of them gets thunder gets super close and we can see the lightning hit relatively quickly. Prior to that, I'm gonna say, Roscoe, we're not gonna find it tonight, and the horses are spooked. We're not gonna get anywhere. There's a good hill up here. Doesn't have too many holes next to it, so critters won't be coming in and out to bother the horses. And we really should hunker down for the rest of the night and do what we can and try and pick it up in the morning. She's not going to be out in this. She's smart enough to not be out in something like this if she can help it.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. I mean, although, like you said, she won't be out, that would probably be our opportunity to try and catch up to her. But with the way the horses are acting, I don't know that we're going to get anywhere.
The horses are acting up. Mine's still hurting. It's not good. And I can't see anything out here, not with the wind blowing around and the lightning playing with my vision. And the thunder's getting awful close to that lightning. I don't know. I don't like it.
All right, yeah, let's go pitch tent for the night and see what we can do in the morning.
Can I roll an investigation to see if we've still on Henley's tracks, or is it completely gone because of the rain?
I think because of the
lightning?
wind and stuff,
We're gonna lose her.
the tracks are pretty much gone.
Yeah. We know the general direction though that she was in, so
I'll lose her scent.
Yeah.
probably already gone.
With the rain, I'll lose it.
You're not up.
So I
track
guess
up.
we're going to make our way over to that hill and kind of just set up camp as best we can and try and stay out of the danger zone.
I would probably, since Fenrir took a watch and Roscoe took a watch, I would probably take a full watch because I want to keep an eye on my horse anyways.
Boudreaux take watch too.
You're taking a watch with me? Or are we just splitting it?
We split.
Okay.
Yeah, I still want to sleep.
So you guys are hunkering down next to the hill. The horses are getting very restless. They don't like the thunder. They're not liking the lightning. How are you guys trying to keep them calm?
I mean,
How are you
like,
guys-
are there any trees near that hill or anything? Or
There's
are we
no
just pretty
no
open
trees.
land?
Pretty much grassland.
I probably would have had Donkey get down on his knees and whatever, and I'll like put my arm around him and like pet him, give him some food and some water out of my gourd of.
Okay.
I'm going to speak with small beasts to the other two to try and get them to use my speak with small beasts, which is a cantrip.
Yeah, but they're not small beasts.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm still going to try and use it, though, to see if it's going to work.
Okay.
I know it's not going to work.
Uh-huh.
Like, I know that it's not going to work.
Right.
But because of how restless they're getting, especially mine, because she's injured, I don't want her to.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an animal handling check. All right. Fenrir doesn't have to worry about a horse. He's okay.
That's a 19.
19. Okay, so you are talking
No, sorry,
to
18. My math's wrong. 18.
So your horse is pretty injured. If it could run away, it couldn't go very far. So it's kind of accepted its fate. The other two, you're able to get them to stay put, but it's still pretty anxious and stuff. Fenrir, you're taking
I'm thinking the second half.
second half.
So I'm taking a watch right now to try and calm the horses down, and
First,
because I'm worried more about mine. I was going to be up anyways
and you guys going to try and bunker down for the rest of the night type
Yeah.
idea.
until the storm breaks, whichever comes first.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds good. Well, the storm hits, and it's kind of a nasty one. The wind's blowing really hard. The rain is going at an angle that luckily, it doesn't pelt you too much, but you're still getting wet. Like the rain is going diagonal, hitting the hill first, and then kind of going over you, but you guys are still getting wet. It's pretty miserable, cold because of the wind and everything.
Boudreaux will give his sleeping bag to Lila.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh, Lila's going to happily take it, even though she has an extra bedroll. She's
And,
not going
and
to.
it smells.
And it smells like Boudreaux, so
Okay.
she doesn't care.
true.
Garotha's grossed out, but Lila doesn't care.
There's some strands of like loose fabric, and Lila's gonna cut off a little piece.
No!
You started this.
No, I just took the carrot because I was actually going to eat it later. That was the idea.
However, Henley, as the thunder and lightning and
And everything
just the
frightening.
sound of the rain and the wind is kind of keeping you awake and everything, roll me a perception check, please.
Okay, and it's not within 20 feet.
But your alarm would not be affected right now
Okay.
if there was something coming after you.
Are you stinking?
You're just so exhausted.
Perception. Okay. 7.
So you start feeling rumblings in the ground. However, you just kind of toss it at the thunders rolling again. And very quickly, your alarm goes off. And then you just kind of burst out of the ground as this
Giant worm.
creature comes up. And it's going to...
Henley's gone.
Tasty. Tastes like bacon.
Bacon. Bacon and roses.
Does a 22 hit?
Yeah. A 22 hits.
9 slashing damage. Plus another 6 acid damage.
Gross. Are you dead?
So how
As
much?
this large bug creature that kind of has these mandibles, large mandibles, and large claws. Think kind of praying mantis type looking creature, except his mandibles are larger.
Kind of like a beetle. A beetle with mantis arms?
Beetle with mantis arms. That's probably a really good description for it. and you are now grappled in between its mandibles.
You can't even
Rip.
run away and like take a
This
sip-
creature, like it has you in its mandibles, and it's kind of standing just kind of straight up in the air because it just bursted out of the ground, and it's holding you up probably about 6 feet in the air.
Okay.
So from the bottom of your feet down is about 6 feet, and it starts to move back under the ground.
Wait,
Positive note.
go back. How much damage did I take altogether?
15.
15? I Misty Step.
Spell time.
Spell time.
Spell time.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Homezilla Bait Chaos Bard Quartet.
Where I learned how to be a man.
Okay,
voice.
first of all, I can Misty Step because I have the Fey touched feet. And Misty Step means I'm briefly surrounded by silvery mist and I teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see.
So essentially,
And it's a bonus action.
Awesome. So you are able to do that.
And I book it. I use my move action and my action to move 60 feet.
60 feet.
I am running.
Okay.
Do we by chance see this?
we're too far away
You
still.
do not.
And we're asleep.
Who is on shift though?
Me.
It would probably be Lila right now.
Okay, cool.
You start booking it, and you just hear a loud kind of screech, and the ground tremble underneath you. As you kind of glance back, it has disappeared. Like you see the tail end of it go underground.
I am just running
Okay.
as fast as I can go.
There's a little human.
And I'm
legendary.
probably slightly zigzagging so it can't go under me and grab me again because I can only Misty Step once.
Okay. So as you're running, you feel the ground behind you, and you kind of, as you're running, you're kind of glancing back, I would imagine. You glance back, and you see the creature jump out of the dirt again, probably about 30 feet behind you, and dives back under. And you continue running.
Yeah.
Are you just running in a straight, like, the same direction, or are you changing directions at this
Yeah,
point?
she said that she's zigzagging.
Well, yeah, she's zigzagging, but is she gonna, once she sees that, is she gonna just go in a completely different direction?
Ooh, that's a good idea. I'll do that. And zigzag in just not necessarily opposite direction, but like if I'm heading west, I now then head north.
Gotcha. Okay. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm proficient at those. Are you?
Do you want one of my other sets of dice tonight, Abby?
I just crit failed. The worst possible moment to roll a crit fail.
Hey, we will get back to you in a second.
Maybe.
David! DM, you can't do that. We just got back to me.
Okay, so Lila's on watch right now. So go ahead, Lila, roll me a perception check.
It's a 17.
Okay. So it is pretty dark. The rain's coming and stuff like that. And as you kind of look over the horizon, or over the plains, a lightning flashes, a couple of them. And you see this kind of, it's hard to kind of, because of flashing and stuff, you see a large creature in the distance just kind of go up in the air and down.
Okay.
And then some more flashing and up and down again.
Okay.
But that's all you see.
Do I recognize this creature as either Garatha or Lila?
I think because of the distance and because it's far enough that you can't see details of it, I would say no.
Okay. I just didn't know if maybe Garatha would recognize the movement of something like this,
There's several creatures that it could be because
Okay.
several creatures can do this.
but none of them are good.
Correct.
And that's coming towards us, right?
Correct. Yes.
So how long has it been since we've hunkered down?
It's probably been about 2 hours now.
2 hours. Okay.
The
So
storm is still raging.
so nobody's going to be able to hear me anyways. And I don't hear anything else. I don't see anything else.
No.
I mean, I'm sure if you yelled at us sleeping next to you, we'd hear you.
Well, yeah. Okay. So what I want
It
to
is
do.
kind of hard for people to sleep in these kind of conditions.
What I want to do is I'm going to wake up Boudreaux, even though Boudreaux can sleep through anything, and tell him to take watch because the ones that I'm familiar with don't just do that for nothing. They're chasing something. And nothing in its right mind would be out in something like this. So I want, not necessarily sneak, but I want to try and go and see if I can see what it's chasing. Because I am thinking more like it's not necessarily Henley that it's chasing, which Becky knows, but
Well, I'm ready. I take watch.
so I'm gonna tell him to take watch, and then I'm just gonna go investigate. a
Wait,
little
wait,
bit and
where are
see.
you going? Don't you want to go bed?
No, stay here, watch the horses. There's something over there, and I want to make sure that it's not coming for us and what it's going after, because this ain't good.
Oh, you don't want me to wake no one else up?
You do what you need to do, but
Oh, okay.
if you want to wake the rest of the group up, that's fine. But I'm gonna go see what this is about because it's heading our way, and I don't want to be caught off guard.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fresco!
As soon
wait till I'm out of, like,
as soon
earshot
as
of you
Lila is like just out of sight, Roscoe, Roscoe.
Yeah, right.
And she just turns her back to walk away, and he's like, Roscoe.
I should have just woken him up myself. So I'm gonna take off,
Okay.
like double move if I can.
Yeah. It's still a ways away.
Okay.
Are you going to wake up?
Oh,
everybody,
I wake
Boudreaux?
Roscoe up by yelling at him, and then I whack my staff on Fenny.
Your little blowpipe.
Yes. Sorry, I don't have a staff.
A little blow dart gun.
Yeah.
Like
Wake up! Wake up!
So what,
it's like your wooden spoon.
So you've had a full rest.
What I miss?
She gonna go chase after something. It's gonna be good.
Great.
I'm trying to scout. That was my whole thing. Is I wanted to
Now
scout
we've
and make
got
sure the party
two
was
different
okay.
people of the party off on their own adventures. This is going real well.
My idea was mostly to make sure that the party
Hey,
was going to be safe for the
That's
rest of the
what
night.
he said. That doesn't mean that's what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm trying to defend my decision.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
I mean, I just, grab my glaive and
I watch.
ready arms.
Okay.
Not sure what's going on really. I'll kind of keep looking in that distance. Obviously, I can't see well in the dark, but
Right.
as the lightning
As
flashes
the lightning
and
flashes,
stuff,
you
I'll
can
kinda
kind of
be like,
see. You see Lila running off in that direction,
A burst of red hair.
and as it
And the water sparkling off of it.
Are you sure Boudreaux's not falling for me? No, I'm just kidding.
Nope.
okay. Henley, back to you.
About time. I want to know if I'm dead yet.
So I can cry over your body?
Yeah.
So-
So I can cry over my
yet.
character.
So the monster busts out of the ground again. It's about 10 feet behind you. However, the debris that
And I
flies
tripped,
out
probably.
and hits you. You do stumble, taking about 6 more damage. bludgeoning damage.
IKO. I am out. Tell us what happens.
We're coming up on saving throws because she's knocked out, correct?
Yes.
Now, if the monster attacks her again while she's knocked out,
It's an automatic
that's an
fail.
automatic death, correct?
Automatic fail.
So you have to
Automatic
have.
failed.
If she takes any damage,
If she
while
takes any
down,
damage, it's an automatic failed.
Yes.
Okay.
So if a character were to be knocked out when it's their turn, they have 3 strikes to come back alive, 3 strikes to come and be dead, and it counts each way whenever
Right.
you roll.
roll a d20, and 2 through 9 is a fail. 10 to 19 is success. You roll a 1, it counts as 2 fails. If you get a natural 20, you get revived and get 1 HP back. So Henley, you get knocked out. The creature kind of jumps up and kind of does a swooping motion on the ground, kind of scurrying, turns back towards you and bites your body picks you up, and starts heading underground again. Lila,
Yeah.
you are running over there,
Okay.
trying to find, keeping an eye as the lightning's flashing and everything. You run down there. The lightning flashes, and you are trying to see where these things are. You get to a point where you do see these big, massive holes. They're probably about 6 feet wide, and new earth that's just
Gone everywhere.
gone everywhere and everything. And there's just, so you see one about 20 feet, and then another one 20 feet, and then you don't see any more.
So now that I'm closer, and I don't necessarily see the creature, but I see what it's done. Do I recognize it at all? Like, what's happened here?
I would say no.
Right now, like, I am more worried that it's coming towards my party and what it is, so I'm trying to figure out what is going on and why it was that way. So I don't see anything else, any type of creature, anything on the ground to try and denote what it was chasing.
I will say this though, as you go and investigate around there, you do see a pack sitting there.
Okay. So look
A pack
familiar.
of what? A
Like a
pack,
traveling
like a
Backpack.
bag. Oh.
Covered in blood.
Probably
Probably.
some blood on it.
Okay, so I'm going to go and investigate that.
Okay, you investigate it and you pull out a diary. And as you look at it, it's Henley's diary.
No! All right, so I don't know that it's Henley, but I know I had Henley's stuff, and Henley doesn't go anywhere without this thing.
Correct.
Like, I've never seen it away from her.
I've never had a character die before.
It's not dead yet.
Yeah, I am. David's giving me the look.
Yeah, she's underground. She's basically gone. So I'm going to then. Part of me really wants to run, and Garoth is just telling me to go down the dang hole by myself. But Lila's like, nope, nope, nope. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go back to the group because that's what my initial reasoning for this was. And because I already know that he woke everybody up, I'm going to go report to Roscoe what I found out.
Okay, so obviously I can't see that it's got something in its grasp, but we can kind of see the ups and downs of the monster or whatever that she's chasing, right?
Just know she went that direction.
Right. Is it going to keep going upsies and downsies? Do we keep seeing upsies and downsies with her? Or is it now just downsies?
It's just downsies.
That's rather unfortunate.
You guys use big bird words. Big boy words.
Is it going up or is it going down? Okay, that's all. That was my question.
So I'm going to shout over the wind when I get back to you. Did you move at all or are you in the same spot?
No, we're still there.
We're
Okay.
watching.
But we've been watching, so we knew you were coming back and everything.
Okay. So I'm going to go over to you and say, whatever that was, I'm pretty confident it was Henley. I think we passed her up here in the dock and it's got her and it's not around. And I brought back the pack with me. And I'm going to say, this is hers. She's never without it. I don't know what you want to do, but it's not up here anymore. Wherever it went.
Wait, you think that took Henley?
I'm pretty confident this is her diary. The
Well,
pack
we gotta
looks
go
like
down
hers.
there. We gotta go right now.
There's not really an option. We gotta go
Go where?
down the hole.
Where to go?
So, Lilash,
Why are we going down the hole?
Henley down there.
She's probably dead.
Don't talk like that. She fine. Let's go.
Have you seen creatures like this before?
Yeah, but Kundas, if you don't want her dead yet, she ain't gonna be dead yet. Let's go.
But what if Kundes wants her dead?
We don't need to think about that right now. And he starts running over there.
I mean, I'm going. Fenrir, if you want to stay here with the horses, you can. But, I mean, even if she's dead, we've still got a responsibility to...
She left us.
But we don't know why. And although I hardly know her, I doubt she just left us to abandon us. We've all made decisions without talking to other people. I straight up lied to Mendrick without telling anyone. Nobody knew what was going on.
I'll follow you, Roscoe.
Am I at the hole yet?
Yeah, because he's already taken off.
It's like, we gotta go before we lose another one.
I'll follow you, Roscoe.
So I'm gonna take off.
I'm going to go get the horses. Is there somewhere where I can tie them?
There's nowhere to tie.
Nothing,
them,
no trees, no anything.
No.
So I'm going to take them with, and the biggest part of the piece of debris that I can, I'm going to try and fashion a way for them to stay up against the hill and be protected as much as possible, but
Okay.
not be able to run off.
Okay. You're able to find a big enough debris for to
Cool.
do that.
Can I lift it and do that?
Probably try and tie it around.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Trying to lift something that big probably wouldn't.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, Boudreaux.
So I get to the hole.
'Kay.
And I like skid down on my knees, but I don't go down the hole.
Okay.
I look down at a quick glance. Do I see any sort of creature within it?
No.
Empty. So then I'm going to yell my spell, which I want to speak with animals.
Okay.
And just be like, give her back, bring her back up here.
Spell time.
Time.
So, spell time, speak with animals. Says you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited to their intelligence. Oh, I don't need to read that part. But if they're smart, they'll understand me. If they're really, really stupid, as in small creatures, they probably won't understand me, even though I have speak with animals.
As long as it's an animal,
Yeah.
not a monster.
Yeah.
You're screaming, right? You're emotional. You're trying to get this thing's attention, and you get no response.
I then also try command. And once again, bring her back. Bring her back.
Okay.
Command is a one-word phrase.
Boudreaux doesn't care.
Give.
Back.
Or you could just say surface.
Yes.
Come.
Yeah.
Still no response. Okay, everybody else is starting to arrive.
Yeah, so I get to the hole.
Okay.
And before we go down, Boudreaux's over here shouting and we're all in a panic. I want to do a quick search of the area, see if there's any other equipment or anything like from Henley's stuff laying around that could be
I got sprawled out.
picked up, maybe used.
Okay. You do find a broken bow
Okay.
It's broken.
and probably
Probably my quiver.
a quiver too.
How broken is broken?
The bow is broken in half. The quiver itself is still functional. Some of the arrows are broken, but probably about half of them are okay.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Okay. I'm going to pick it up, question mark.
Yeah, you can go ahead and pick it up.
Pick up both pieces, throw it on my back, and tally ho. I'm going down the hole.
Okay, everybody going?
If you go down first, he goes with you.
I'm going to shake my head and say, this is stupid. And then as Garatha, I'm going to say, this is stupid. And then I'm going to jump down the hole.
Okay. Fenrir.
You going to wait for us up there, buddy?
He's giving us very
Think of the story.
It's damned out cut. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you sure you want to be
Fenrir's going to
left up?
stay at the top of the hole.
Oh, wow.
He's a bard. He's got, nothing happens if
He's
you
there
die.
for the
If
story.
you survive, I have a story. If you die, I have a story.
But then you don't get the first-hand account. And they may not tell you the story. to be
Yeah, but we
honest.
know that he knows that we went down a hole and there was a creature down there and we survived.
And he's creative. He could just
You just make
Make
it up.
it good.
Fill it in.
Like with that story about the Lost Boys flying.
Oh, Kundas.
So-
Kundas,
I don't think
please.
Fenrir would jump down the hole. I think Fenrir thinks you're
No,
all
you
dead.
Yeah.
you do you, bud.
I think Fenrir thinks you're all dead. So
That's
Well, and the only
Good.
reason, so
Fine.
Garatha surfaced just to say this is stupid, but Lila was still in charge. And Lila's all for doing something stupid at the moment.
I will. Is
We're all just going to die.
that creature within 30 feet of me?
The monster creature? No.
It's still windy. It's still rainy.
Right.
Right.
It's still bad weather up
I
there.
can't see any sort of creature, and all I see is these three
Yahoos.
You can say it.
these
Idiots.
three people who don't have a lot of experience in battles. Jumping
Garatha
down a
has lot of
hole
experience.
after a guy who's been burrowing when we went the wrong direction from a bounty hunter who told us not to go this direction, but we went anyway.
I mean, when you put it like that,
That's his reasoning.
I
that's
don't like your negative perspective.
Stop being such a negative Nelly.
As you row down the hole to the group,
You sing a farewell song.
What can I say except you're dead soon? You're dead soon.
he's going to say that.
That's not
Oh,
inspiring.
Danny boy, the pipes are gone.
Oh, Ross.
He's going to say, everyone was wild rage fighting.
Hi-ya.
The halfling was, the glaive was quick as lightning.
Hi-ya.
Yeah.
It was a little bit frightening.
It was a little bit frightening. And then that's it.
Hi-ya.
So you guys head down the hole. Fenrir
Goes back to the horses.
goes
To get a
back to the
bardic
horses.
inspiration for that?
Is that what you were doing, bardic
Yeah.
inspiration?
It's an
Okay.
inspiration die and a d6, and I'll give it
Okay.
to Garatha.
Got it.
And that lasts for 10 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
He's gonna TPKS except for one.
Well,
of us.
Yep.
I think that's where we're going to end it tonight.
We're all go down a hole.
What?
Henley, who knows what's happening with her.
Ooh.
Boudreaux, Lila Garatha, and Roscoe are heading for a rescue. Can they get there in time? And Fenrir is sitting on top.
He's a smart one.
So we'll end it here. Kind of a melancholy ending, but we'll see what happens next time. Huge shout out to D.A. Nichols for writing our song. Please check out our RPG on Shields of Power at drivethrurpg.com. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Instagram and Tumblr at Tomes of the Chaos Bard. Also, write us an email. Let us know how you feel about this whole situation. Henley going off by herself, her situation right now. Do you agree with Fenrir? Do you agree with the group? Like, let us know what you guys think. Email us at the chaosbardpod@gmail.com. And don't forget to give us a 5-star review, because if you do, Solemn will give you a shout out. I'm DM Dave, and to my right we have
Fenrir.
Roscoe.
Lila and Garatha.
Boudreaux.
and
Dead Henley.
possibly dead Henley. We'll find out next time as we unroll the scroll to tell the tale. Bye, everyone.